Hello and welcome to another Doctor System 1 video, and today I'm doing a behind the scenes so far to the Kraken part 6, which is the last part to the Kraken, so which you may or may not be happy about, taking a while to get to this, to the end, but yeah, hopefully part 6 will have got a good reception. I won't know now because when I record these videos it's straight after pretty much the actual recording of that part, or I may have just watched that part on the video camera that I've recorded it on and then do this, which I did. So yeah, this is on a new fancy wardrobe thing, but yeah, so it's not on the floor anymore, so that's cool. Yeah, I'll be going in depth about the changes of stuff in my bedroom in a new news probably update thing. But yeah, on the figure of entry side, the War Doctor figure will not be the Doctor anymore. The Dark Doctor is gone essentially, or he's not gone because he never leaves. He's never gonna go away really. He's like, as he always says, the darkness of the Doctor, but in a body. This is what he looks like, apparently, like John Hurt. No, and so basically, whenever that Doctor is mad or angry, or any of the Doctors are like that, it's like this guy pushing through, like, he's the one who's being angry, not really them, because they're more the, maybe softy kind of Doctor, or the more compassionate Doctor even. But yeah, basically I just remembered via rewatching it on my video camera, the part, Alex asks what the Zero Room is, and then the Doctor just goes on about regeneration. Now, I didn't intend for that to happen. Basically, the Zero Room, if you're not aware, basically is a place where Peter Davison's Doctor, the 5th Doctor, went in Castrovalva to go to kind of calm himself down because of the trauma of post-regeneration. Well, not so much the trauma, but the fact that he couldn't really move or do things without needing a wheelchair and that. So he was not able to move around, and he wasn't mentally feeling well either. So yeah, so basically it can help with post-regeneration. But in this case, basically the 11th Doctor, if you've been a long-time viewer, you know that the Dark Doctor, or if you go back all the way to one of the Dalek Civil War parts, I can't remember which one specifically, but he takes the body into the TARDIS and says, take him away, you know where you need to take him, old girl. And basically, the Dark Doctor sends his old body to the Zero Room now, which restores his health back to 100%. Essentially, because he was at maybe, 5% health, so he was pretty much dead, but he didn't fully die. Yes, okay, the Daleks pretty much screwed him over and pretty much damaged his body pretty badly to the point where he was nearly dead, but he wasn't dead. And so the Zero Room was just about powerful enough to restore energy into him and make him, live, now at least, X amount of parts down the way. So he hasn't been the Doctor since the second half of the Daleks of War, all of Runaway Girl and all of the Kraken essentially. So he's just woken up now. So he'll be kind of confused towards who the hell this person is who's in his Zero Room and that. And talking about the Zero Room, I did eons ago, many moons ago, have a sort of new news video update about this little room that I'd made, and I said I'd give you a shout out if you guessed what it was, and unfortunately no one got it right, but fortunately I am happy that I got responses. My best friend over at Nerd Central, I think he commented something along the lines of that it would maybe be a second console room, and that, which is a cool idea, and don't get me wrong, that's awesome, but it isn't. It's the Zero Room. Now the thing is, I know it looks very small, it looks very basic, and it looks pretty crappy really, but this took me 3 afternoons worth of painting to do. So, and gluing of the Mikado's box and that, which I had painted there, but not so much on there, if you couldn't already tell. And then I stuck these down, which are the roundels, so it just gave it somewhat of a feel of it being like the Zero Room. Now, my excuse is for it not to match the sort of decor or design of this one. My excuse being that, it's the Zero Room, it's a healing place. The aesthetics of that room doesn't really matter as much as, say, the console room, which is the main area where the Doctor would be, faffing around with things around the TARDIS and how to fly it. That would need constantly, changing and updating, both aesthetically and, internally and whatnot, and with the doohickeys and the, levers and knobs and stuff on there. But with the Zero Room, that's a medical thing, and so it wouldn't need as much use compared to that. So that's why it probably looks still like the Peter Davison one. So yeah, that's my excuse with that. So yeah, if you couldn't already tell, as I say, the Dark Doctor is gone now. He's not in my figure adventures anymore. It's the 11th Doctor figure, and the next adventure is the Warrior of Time. So yeah, I have ideas for that and stuff, and I know where what the direction is for that. So yeah, hopefully this has been an extremely cool plot twist. I'm hoping, that this sort of episode was supposed to be like, you think the Kraken's going this way and sort of this direction, and then right at the end it just goes, right to, this direction and stuff, and it kind of swears you off, and you're like, what the hell's happening, sort of thing. I hope anyway, but if that's not the case, then, I've not done my job well enough, but if it is the case and you like, oh my god, what the hell is happening, when the Doctor was like dying at the end of Kraken Part 5, and then you were like, oh my god, what's happening? Oh my god, is he going to die? Is he going to regenerate? What's happening? And stuff like that. So, but hopefully you have been entertained and flabbergasted by the ending and the sort of plot twist and that. So, yeah, hopefully. And hopefully, as always, you stay tuned for the next episode / story, which is, as I say, the Warrior of Time. So yeah, more details on that when I do the first part and so on. So yeah, thanks for watching, comment, rate and subscribe as always.